In the bustling city of Metropolia, a young woman named Alina stood at the crossroads of despair and hope. Alina had once been a celebrated violinist, a child prodigy adored by millions. But a tragic accident during a performance robbed her of the use of her left hand, leaving her dreams shattered. For months, Alina locked herself in her apartment, the haunting echo of her violin silenced forever. One day, she received a mysterious package containing a blank music sheet and a note: "The symphony of life is never played with just one instrument." Fueled by curiosity, Alina ventured out to find the sender. She met a retired pianist named Mr. Garrett, who had lost his hearing but still composed music by feeling the vibrations. Inspired by his resilience, Alina reinvented herself. Using technology, she began composing symphonies through an AI system. Combining classical notes with digital sounds, her work went viral, becoming an anthem for those overcoming adversity. Alina learned that while she had lost one way of expressing herself, her music had evolved into something even more profound. Miles away in the serene countryside, Jackson, a former marathon runner, faced his own battle. A car accident had left him in a wheelchair, paralyzing him from the waist down. Bitter and broken, Jackson refused to engage with the world. His medals and trophies, once a source of pride, now mocked him. One evening, as he stared at the setting sun, a young girl named Ellie approached him. She was 9, her legs weakened by a rare disease, but her eyes sparkled with determination. "I want to run a race," she said, placing a handmade medal in his lap. Ellie's courage reignited something in Jackson. With the help of a specialized wheelchair, he began training Ellie to compete in a local children's race. Along the way, Jackson discovered adaptive sports and decided to compete in the Paralympic Games. On the day of Ellie's race, she crossed the finish line last, but to thunderous applause. Watching her, Jackson realized it wasn't about winning, but the courage to keep moving forward. His journey to the Paralympics became a symbol of triumph over limitations. On the rocky shores of a small coastal town lived Miriam, a 70-year-old lighthouse keeper. For decades, she had guided ships safely to shore, her light a beacon of hope. But her own life was dimmed by loneliness, having lost her family in a storm years ago. One stormy night, Miriam spotted a flickering light in the distance. A small boat, battered by waves, was heading straight for the rocks. She tirelessly cranked the old lighthouse's light, refusing to let it fail. Hours later, the boat reached safety. The next morning, a man named Caleb arrived at her door, carrying a journal. "You saved my life," he said. "This journal is filled with letters to my daughter, who I haven't seen in 15 years. I was on my way to reunite with her." Caleb's gratitude sparked a transformation in Miriam. She began writing letters to herself, recounting moments of joy and resilience. Her lighthouse became a community hub, hosting story nights where locals shared tales of courage. Miriam's light shone brighter than ever, illuminating not just the sea, but the lives around her. Years later, a global summit on resilience brought together Alina, Jackson, and Miriam. Sharing their stories on stage, they realized they were connected by an invisible thread, a mysterious benefactor who had orchestrated their life-changing encounters. Alina's music, Jackson's races, and Miriam's letters had all been supported by an anonymous donor who believed in their potential. The summit ended with a revelation: the benefactor was Mr. Garrett, the retired pianist who had inspired Alina. His final wish was to remind the world that every challenge, no matter how great, could be transformed into a symphony of hope. The stories of Alina, Jackson, and Miriam teach us that life's greatest challenges are not endings but beginnings. They remind us to embrace change, seek connection, and light the way for others. The threads that bind us are invisible yet unbreakable, woven through acts of courage, love, and perseverance. Each of us has the power to inspire others to live beyond limits.
Please subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. It means a lot to us. Thank you.